Hello friends, welcome back to a new video session from Biology Boost-Up. And in this video session, I will going to explain about the anatomical structure of human heart. So now let's begin. Now look at the external structure of human heart. Human heart is four-chambered, consisting of two atria and two ventricles. The left and right atria are separated extremely by a shallow vertical interatrial groove. The atria are demarcated extremely from the ventricles by an oblique groove called atrioventricular sulcus. There are also present coronary sulcus, anterior interventricular sulcus and posterior interventricular sulcus. Those have coronary arteries through which the heart receives blood. The left atrium is smaller than the right atrium. Now, ventricles are thick-walled. The left ventricles is longer and narrow than the right ventricles. Its wall are about 3 times thicker than the right ventricles. Now let's talking about the internal structure of heart. First, the atria. The two thin-walled atria are separated by interatrial septum. The right atrium receives the opening of superior vena cava, inferior vena cava and coronary sinus. The superior vena cava carries blood from upper body and the inferior vena cava carries blood from the lower body region. Coronary sinus carries blood from heart itself. The right atrium receives deoxygenated blood. The left atrium receives oxygenated blood from the lungs through two pairs of pulmonary veins. An oval depression known as fossa ovalis is present in the right atrium near interatrial septum. It makes the position of an opening between two atria in the fetus, that is foramen ovale, but in the adult is persists as a depression. Now let's talk about the internal structure of ventricles. The inner surface of the ventricles is raised into a network of low muscular rigid called trabeculae corni and a few large conical muscular elevations termed the muscular papillaries. The two ventricles are separated from each other by a thick curved partition, the interventricular septum. A prominent muscular trabeculum called the moderator band extends from the interventricular septum to the anterior papillary muscle in the right ventricles. The pulmonary trunk arises from the right ventricles. It divided into left and right pulmonary arteries that carry deoxygenated blood to the lungs. The aorta arises from the left ventricle. It is divided into ascending aorta, arch of aorta and descending aorta. The right and left coronary arteries arises from the ascending aorta. The arch of aorta gives rise to the brachiocephalous artery, left common carotid artery and left subclavian artery. The descending aorta runs through the thorax and abdomen, and hence it is divisible into thoracic and abdominal parts. The pulmonary trunk is connected with the aorta by the ligamentum arteriosum that represent the remnant of an embryonic connection between the pulmonary trunk and aorta. In embryo, the ligamentum arteriosum is called ductus arteriosus. The coronary arteries arises from the ascending aorta and supply blood to the heart. The coronary arteries exist from behind the aortic valve cups into the very first part of the aorta and lead to a branching network of small arteries, arterioles, capillaries, venules and veins similar to those in other organs. Most of the cardiac veins draining into a single large vein, the coronary sinus, which empties into the right atrium. This is the anatomical view of human heart, and as you can see here, different types of blood vessels, heart valves are present, and what are the role of those parts inside the heart. About this topic I already discussed and make a video. I will give the link of this video in my description box. Please visit the link. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe the channel.